Japanese alpinism seemed a little far away to us, not just because of the distance, but rather because of our lack in key understanding. Yet the Japanese are extremely active in the mountains of the world, and not only through big, heavy Himalayan expeditions rolling out kilometres of fixed rope. There are a number of followers of alpine-style climbing in the country of the rising sun. One of great note is Yasushi Yamanoi, virtually unknown in the West. This climber has been inspiring his fellow countrymen for several decades, with his first feat of arms reaching back into the 80s. He has a string of technical successes in Patagonia, Yosemite, in the Arctic, but above all in the Himalaya. As a teenager, in the film by Jacques Ertaud, Death of a Guide, revealed to him the mountain environment. It's up there that he wanted to go. His commitment started early. At school, he was already climbing free, soloing big routes, having been written by his friends as the man closest to heaven. Cracks and artificial climbing fascinated him, and to perfect his climbing, he quite naturally left for the Mecca of granite, Yosemite. 3 seasons where he lived doing annoying casual work when he could have been climbing, for throughout his life his professional career would be relegated to second place in order to quench his thirst for ascents. At the end of the 80s, alone, he visited the Alps and Baffin Island, where he tasted his first big walls, Mount Thor. And there began a decade with his first known success, the first winter solo ascent of Fitzroy. It was here he first showed his patience and self-denial. He made a cabin in the forest, living there for several months, taking advantage of calm periods in the weather. The following year, he discovered the kingdom of rare oxygen in what would be his only conventional expedition, which was too heavyweight for him. All the same, he returned home with 2 good results. He had climbed his first 8,000 metres, Broad Peak, with one of the best alpinists of the era, Taiko Agao, whom he was to marry 5 years later. Following winter sees him opening a new route, solo, on Ama de Blam. He felt ready to face 8,000ers in alpine style. His first great feat in the autumn of '94, when he added a new route on the west face of Cho Oyo. Yamanoi is very proud of this route. To finance his expeditions, he lived off casual work. Some winters he carried loads up Fujiyama, but his ambition was elsewhere. A return to Pakistan, opening a face of 800 metres on the southwest face of Bubli Motin, with 12 days of capsule-style climbing with his girlfriend and another companion. The couple joined Wojtek Kurtyka in the Karakoram, and the 3 attempted the unclimbed face of K2, where bad weather forced a retreat to base camp. Yamanoi took his revenge by accomplishing a lightning solo ascent of the route Sezen in 48 hours. The trio formed up again the following year, opening a beautiful route on the central tower of Biacherhavi, the vertical picnic. The next year would be a turning point for the couple. The ascension of the north face of Gayachang Kang turned into an epic. Taeko gave up at 7,800 metres, and Yasushi alone gained the summit in deteriorating weather. The descent was nothing but a series of avalanches, blindness and frostbite. On their return to Japan, they were both subjected to numerous amputations. Yasushi lost all his toes on his right foot and several fingers. It needs more than that to discourage our climbing samurai. He adapts his technique and takes advantage of his convalescence to write. He inspires numerous Japanese, and his works will equally be a success. His resilience and his self-denial allow him to regain big walls, first in China and then in Greenland. High-altitude climbs are not ruled out, with the first on the face of Buskan Turpa. and then that to Vucho in India saw his return to the Himalayas in 15 years. He continues, still, to refine his climbing technique and runs the world of mythical cracks, or simply for the love of climbing. What a samurai, forever passionate.